Nick, and you guys have made a pact to come back and do better than, well, last season was left as. How you feeling now at 8-3? How you feeling about that decision?
You know, it's funny. I think we had that conversation around the end of the season. I think, you know, a lot of things have changed from the situation we thought at that time. And, you know, it was nice to see, hey, we all stuck it through, and we all knew we wanted to win here. Because we knew it was capable, especially the guys on defense. We knew we could have an elite defense. And so far, I think we've kind of lived up to that standard that we wanted to set. And, you know, it's been so much fun being able to run around and play. And, you know, we're so deep. We have, like, probably 30 guys that are playing right now on defense, and it's so much fun to see, you know, everyone make a play. This is kind of what we dreamed of last December, last January, and you know now I don't know where we have 3 wins in November, which isn't really normal since we've been here. I mean, something I'm aware of. So now we want to get the 4th in November. This month.
Do you feel like you've kind of set a foundation then for the guys that come in after you, the younger guys on the team now, that this is now the bar where this program should be?
Yes, obviously. I mean, I think everyone wants to leave a place better where it started. The problem was when I got here, you know, we went to an ACC championship, so it was kind of a high standard to meet. But at least we wanted to do was, like, you know, get back to a winning Wake Forest. You know, I think all the guys that have been here with me the whole time, and guys that showed up, you know, in the middle and been here for 3, 2, 1 year, we all love it here. I think this all holds a special place in everybody's heart. So it means a lot to all of us.
Were you able to get a chance to see Sam and some of those other guys that were in town tonight?
Oh yes, yeah. Every time they come in town, we always see them. You know, we've always been around each other. We all keep in contact a good amount. So, you know, even like homecoming, that was another, you know, kind of look back in the memory in my, you know, memory bank of, you know, all the times we've had with all these guys. So being able to see all these guys that came back in this week, and also I think today was also, you know, the Wake Forest community was huge to me. Like seeing professors and people that just helped me out, like in internships and things of that nature, which I don't think you get at every other school. But you know, it was great seeing them on the field after the fact. I'm like, hey, like, you helped me get to this point as well. Not only just my teammates, but it's great.
Coach Dickerter said multiple times during the season that you guys have gotten better pretty much every week, aside from in Tallahassee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What is the key as you kind of look back over the last couple months to showing that improvement week in and week out? How have you guys kind of morphed from that team who barely overcame Kennesaw State to where you guys are now?
I think we're just a different team from week 1 to now. I think if you watch film and watch tape, like the way people are communicating better, everyone knows what's going on. That's part of, you know, having such a new environment around. You know, the first time, it was everyone's first Kennesaw State. No one knew, like everyone knew what was going on, but like you have a plan. But it's like some stuff stupid, such as like, you know, running out the tunnel. Like, hey, what, like, you know, like, hey, how are we running out the tunnel? Like, when do we leave? All stuff, small stuff like that. Mess up guys' rhythm. Like as we've gotten the season, we've gotten rhythm, and everyone's gotten used to each other, and we became a brotherhood. And you know, I know where, you know, maybe some guy that transferred in, I'm not sure where he was going to be, because, you know, I always know where Nick's going to be because I've been playing for 5 years. But you know, in a game moment, once you play with these guys that have transferred and came in, you get used to them, and you know that's, you know, you're seeing the effects of it now.
I don't think Nick even knows where Nick's going to be on the
Oh
field.
no, trust me. I mean, I say that I don't know where he's going to be. Sometimes, you know, and that's the, you know, he's a maverick in some ways. Like, you know, you don't know, but that's kind of the fun of it. It makes everything interesting after the fact. Like, how'd you get over there? But that makes it fun.
So I'm going to write my story, Quincy, that basically the key to getting better every season is figuring out how to run out of the tunnel.
I'm just saying, small stuff. There's other things like that, I would say.
I'm just playing.
Quincy, you're one of the leaders of this defense. You guys have been playing it in very elite level all season, especially the past few weeks. In your analysis, what do you think makes this defense so great, even compared to some of the past defenses you've been a part of here?
I mean, I think we've always had the tools to be able to do it. I think the biggest abilities we have, like I said earlier, we have 30 guys who are able to play. There's a difference when you have, you know, 20 guys that are able to play at any point and really produce highly. You know, it's part of having a competitive team. And I think the biggest thing for us this season was everyone bought into their role regardless of what happens. If, you know, I think I'm playing less snaps than I was last year, but I've been more productive, and, you know, my snaps are more productive than before. And, you know, even Aiden or Frank, you know, and Dylan as well, like all their snaps have been more productive, even though, you know, we're all splitting it all. I think that goes across the whole field with everyone, trying to, you know, make sure we're not tired. You know, I'm not playing 8 drives. I play drives every now. So, you know, I feel that now. I think my body feels it. And I think that's the reason why we're healthy and
Quincy, you talk about the emotions of this week. I'm curious, like, how reflective did you kind of find yourself being this week, and what memories were coming to mind?
I think I talked to Les earlier this week and said, it hasn't hit me yet. It didn't hit me until today or this morning. I joked around, like, when we were in the hotel, I was like, hey, this is the last time I'm probably going to sleep in this hotel for a while. I'm so used to going there every week. I eat the same thing every week. I've been doing that for the past 5 years, and just like, hey, this is my last meal that I'm gonna have, like, the same thing here. So it's like some of the small things. There's also great other memories that we've had that some of the seniors have reminisced on. Big games that we've been a part of. Even going all the way back to my freshman year with NC State, and one of the ones we kept on talking about this morning was the Pitt game, and what was that, 23? Because one of my freshman year roommate was St. Tito, and he called me this morning and told us to finish it off real strong. So he's gonna be. I hope he doesn't see this, but just reminiscing of all these great memories we had, and also talking about, hey, we want to make sure to finish off right, especially after how last season, how we ended up leaving this tunnel last year. So leaving the field last year, so we want to make sure to finish off right.
Last one.
What, you've gone through all the emotion of the day and your family being here and last home game and all that. But you guys got one more game still to play, and it's significant because it's going to determine the level of postseason bowl that you get. How do you now put this aside and move on to regain your focus?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Like I said, if you guys weren't here, to be honest with you, and it was my senior night, and I didn't walk out the tunnel, it would have felt like a normal game. And I think Coach Sugar and the whole staff's done a great job of that, making everything feel normal. Nothing was different really, or not much has changed. We know we still want to win next week to make sure we are where we want to be. Wherever bowl season is.